take everything slower than you think you need to. Because we struggle so much with uncertainty, we end up rushing ourselves into places that only lead us to more chaos and more dead ends. Not that these choices are wrong, but they're a desperate attempt to control the outcome, find meaning, move towards something, anything, to keep our momentum going. Because when we stop, when we soften, when we drop into our bodies and feel how deeply tired we are, how much we've been holding, it can feel overwhelming and cause emotions to come up that feel very uncomfortable. But the truth is that this is the place where your guidance comes from. The unknown, the uncomfortable, the dark before the light appears, and surrendering to this place, being with all the feelings, the exhaustion, the grief. This is the place that will allow you to hear the guidance that you're so desperately seeking everywhere else. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stop. Stop hustling, stop searching, stop showing up, stop saying yes. All the things that you've always done to make everything feel okay on the surface, even if below everything is not okay. Where in your life are you trying to force an outcome or change something or someone when you're trying to make it fit and deep down you know you're 1 second away from breaking down? That breakdown is where the breakthrough happens. And all the while the universe is here, whispering, nudging, hoping you'll slow down your mind enough to hear what the heart has been moving you towards all along. Let yourself go still, like all of nature does each winter. Trust nature to hold you. Trust yourself to know the way when it comes, not to force the way to come sooner than you'd like it. You will know the difference because you always do. Now, I did read all of that, but it's from me. I wrote it, and I wanted to share it in that way because I've never done that before, and I'm gonna try and see how that ends up feeling. It might feel a little robotic for me at first, but that message really wanted to come through me today, and so I just wrote it down and tried. And I'm gonna pick a card. Doing YouTube is very hard for me. I'm trying. I am. I want to show up. Discernment. Gemini full moon happening today. 2 paths. Gemini is 2 sides, 2 different decisions you need to make. Do I just do these videos without writing things down and scripting them and reading them? Do I, just talk off the cuff and let my brain wander? It's pretty hard for me to do that because I can have times where I just don't have words come to my brain when I want them to. So reading, we'll see. I'm going to keep playing around with it all. But I hope something in that message resonated for you. I let go of quitter's thinking. Perfect for this reading. All right. Well, that was only 5 minutes. And that's what happens when I try something new. I don't really know how long it's going to be. My videos before were 20 minutes. I wonder if I should just do short videos like as a separate thing. It's so hard to figure it all out. Hope and happiness. Something I'm really lacking these days, to be honest with you. I'm exhausted. This holiday season's beating my booty with all my grief from my dog dying. It's my first year in 16 years in my adult life that I don't have her at Christmas. Really hard. It is really hard. Grief is something we're all going to go through, and this is not my first time going through grief by any means, but this is the most soul-wrapped grief I've ever experienced, like the greatest loss I've ever experienced. And yeah, I'm just learning from it. I'm feeling into it. I'm taking time to feel into it. Like, I stopped doing these videos for a couple of weeks, not stopped, but paused, because I knew I was blocking some grief from coming up. Like, basically, I knew I was going to do this channel. I knew I was going to start really putting my work out there in this capacity, because I have had a previous business for the last 10 years that was in the dog related field. And I knew I was transitioning, and I was excited about it. I closed my business. This happened back in May. And actually this moon in Gemini happening today is tied back to May 26th moon. So that'd be an interesting check back to see what you were doing May 26th. For me, I was closing my business. I was creating this YouTube channel, and I was excited about what was going to happen. And it just felt so much. I just knew it was right. I felt it at such a deep level, and I knew, and I trusted that. And then 2 weeks later, my dog died, and like, that's how things, it's like we think we're planning for one thing, and really it's something much wiser and deeper is working through us, because I know, every part of me knows, Danny knew, my dog, that I was going to need some time to like really have everything stop and just grieve for her. And so I started doing, I'm holding back tears a little bit. I started doing these videos weekly at the end of, or right around in July. And it gave me something that I could really focus myself on every week. It helps me anchor. But I all of a sudden felt like 2 weeks ago, oh, I'm really blocking a part of grief that I'm now ready to feel. I think that something that's really interesting and cool about grief, in a way, is that it protects you. It only gives you as much as you can kind of handle at a certain time. So yeah, definitely feeling it right now. Why am I checking my hair? Because I'm a human being, and sometimes we do that. Okay, I'm gonna read this card. Hope and happiness. You have reached a time filled with healing energy, new progress, and satisfaction. You are at a point for festivity. Christmas. Oh, did you see my Christmas candle, by the way? It smells like a fir tree. I got it at Fred Meyer, if anybody is around that store. And that's my moose in a sweater. I tried to make it a little festive. All right, festivity. You are at a point for festivity. The energy in this phase is supportive and promotes a feeling of winning. Let worries or challenges from the past fade away as you focus on the joy that is surrounding you. Feel encouraged and excited about the potential of all the wonderful promises. Why am I getting so emotional? Because my dog is dead and it's hard for me. Oh yeah. Feel encouraged and excited about the potential of all the wonderful promises that are being kept. Celebrate and enjoy your life. Yeah. Well, that was a different style of video that I've ever done, but I think I'm going to start writing like a written channeled message. I'm going to put that out first before I go into more chatting style, and try not to look awkward and feel awkward when I'm reading. Because when I sit here and I try to come up with the words, it takes me a lot longer, and that's why my videos are taking like 20 to 25 minutes. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but my language sometimes struggles to say what I really want to say when I'm just kind of thinking about it and going through it in a like more live way. So I'm going to play around, I think, with if I have a message come through, write it down, share it with you, and then go through some cards and also talk about astrology if I feel like a pull to talk about astrology that week, which, yeah, I talked about the Gemini new moon, full moon. And so I can't really coordinate all of that in my brain just at this current time. But that message I did want to share. I'm also realizing that I struggle a lot with transitions. So like starting the video is a transition. What do I say in the beginning? That's a very common autistic thing. And then also to end the video. What do I say? How do I drop off? And so I might just be more abrupt, and because that's just true. That's just how I am. Instead of kind of making everything seem so polished and normal, you know. Normal is as normal does, I suppose. Anyway, sending a lot of love, and thank you so much for being here. And I'm still getting new subscribers. I'm losing subscribers at the same time. So it's like my count's not going up like all that much. But I'm realizing that I need to just not even focus on the subscribers in any capacity. Otherwise, it's going to stop me from feeling like safe to put myself out there. You know, when you get fixated on followers, like I don't want to do that. That's not the point of what I'm doing this for. But I do want to thank people, thank you for watching and subscribing. And like, this is a very different style of a channel, and I know that. And so for you to subscribe, it makes me feel like, oh, there's other people that are kind of like more dialed into what's going on in this energy field. So happy December, or not happy, however you're feeling December. Let's say that. See you soon.